compared to some of my classes, today might be a little bit more basic. I just thought we could get back to basics, do a good old school sort of flow class, and just have a little bit of a fun and I can't talk this morning. Have a bit of fun and a play around with some of our typical good old fashioned flow type moves. So let's get started, guys. I'm coming on over to our mat, and I'm going to move myself away from the wall a little bit here because I'm kind of like right up against the wall, which is always fun. So let's come on down to start off with. Today we're going to come on down to a child's pose and just take a good old stretch through our back and hips. So coming on down, the knees come nice and wide. Big toes, I like to have my big toes touching. If your big toes don't quite touch, that is absolutely fine as well. But let's bring knees nice and wide. Toes in towards the center of the mat, and we roll the body forward. The hips might lift slightly. We're going to bring our forehead down onto the mat. Beautiful, really starting to settle in here. Taking one more big deep breath in here. Maybe one more with a big sigh out. And then slowly start to make your way up to all fours. So when we arrive on all fours, we're going to come into a little round of cat-cow here. So inhale, looking up, and then exhale, rounding through the belly. Let's take a couple more here. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale to round through. Taking a couple more there in your own time with your own breath here. And out. That's it. Keep that going. That's it. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. In and out. Beautiful. Last one here. Inhale and out. Beautiful. Coming back to a neutral spine here. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. And then from here, we're going to lift on up through our right leg. So just pushing that right heel back, right foot back into the mat, and the heel goes back. So you get a little stretch through your calf muscle. Take another breath or two here. Little push back, and then from here we're going to lift that leg off the floor, brace your core, make sure you're not arching your back here, lifting the left arm off, and knee to elbow. Inhale to lift, exhale, knee to elbow. Let's go 3 more. That's it. And 2. Last one, lifting on up, and then bring those legs out to the leg and arm out to the side and back to the front. Out to the side, so strong through the core here. One more, out to the side and release it down. We take this on to the other side, so setting up in all fours again. Find your stability here, pressing the left foot back. So take that little stretch through the calf. Really turn the core on here because you know you're going to need that to support you in a minute. Lifting on up through that left leg. Right arm lifts up. We've got our knee to elbow and lift. Knee to elbow and lift. That's it. Knee to elbow, really switching on the core here. And knee to elbow. Let's take 2 more. 2. That's it. Last one here. That's it. Lift it on up. Bring it out to the side and back in. Let's go. 3. And 2. Last one here. Strong core, release it down. Beautiful. Take a little round of cat-cow here. Maybe take this round in a circle for a bit of a funky cat-cow. Beautiful. Easing out through the spine here. Just letting your core loosen up a little bit here after all that work. And then from here, we'll bring our hands forward, about half a step forward, tuck the toes under, and we'll push back up to our first down dog of our class. So take a little pedal out through the feet here. Beautiful. Remembering, if this is not feeling great for you, you can always stay in your all fours position and take another couple of rounds of cat-cow if this doesn't feel great through your wrists and that kind of thing. We'll take another little pedal out here. That's it. Coming back to center. Really focus on bringing the body into that upside down V shape here. Beautiful. And then from here, we roll the body all the way forward. Tuck the knees down to the mat. Roll the body forward and lower on all the way down to our mat. Beautiful. We take a little roll through the spine. Cobra and lower down. Let's take one more here. Squeezing your glutes and roll it on up. Cobra. So in our cobra, we're using our back muscles here more than our hands here. Come on back down. Plant the hands down the floor here. Here's where we use our hands a little bit. Tuck the toes under, we push back to down dog. That's it. And take a little pedal out here through the feet. Roll the points of your elbows back around towards the back of the room. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful. And lift the heels on up and walk the feet forward to meet the hands. That's it. Nice work. Take a little rag doll here. So grasping opposite elbows. Maybe take a little sway from side to side if that feels good. Releasing the hands on down to the mat. We roll all the way up to stand. Take a little roll out through the shoulders. And setting up our Tadasana or mountain pose. So opening the hands out to the front of the mat. And bring the shoulders down and back. Belly draws in here. Beautiful. Take another breath or two. Beautiful. Maybe take a moment to think about why you tuned into this class this morning and what you're wanting to achieve. Is it a strong core? Is it taking a few mindful breaths before you get on with your day? Might be something else, just some time out for yourself. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the arms on all the way up and hands come down through heart center. Let's take one more like that. Big, deep breath in. And then exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right leg, dropping the right knee down to the mat, and then inhale, lifting up to that low lunge. Take another breath or two in here. Beautiful. Hands coming on down to the mat, stepping it back. We take our high to low plank on our knees to start off with here. So let the hips come down in line. So knees, shoulders, and hips are all in one long line, straight line. And lower down to the mat. So core is braced here. Bend the elbows back behind you. Inhale to cobra. That's it. Exhale to lower. Plant the hands, tuck the toes under, pushing back up to down dog. Beautiful. We take a little pedal out here if that feels good. Really bracing through your lats. Elbows point down to the back. And lifting up through our right leg. Beautiful. Bring the knee to the nose. Hover it here for a second. And then inhale to lift on up. Exhale. Bring knee to nose again and step it on forward. Give it a helping hand if you need. Lifting on up. Crescent lunge. That's it. Nice and tall, crescent lunge. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. Really draw the belly in. Try and tuck that tailbone under slightly. One more breath in here. Exhale, hands coming on down to the mat, stepping it on forward, taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart center, tuck the tailbone slightly. Inhale to lift and exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift, flat back here, exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, left leg, dropping that left knee down, and then inhale, lifting on up. Low lunge. Beautiful, take another breath here. Exhale, hands release to the mat, stepping it on back, and lower the body into that plank position. Adjust if you need, and we lower down to the mat. Bend the elbows, and inhale, up dog or cobra. Roll the shoulders back and lower. Beautiful, tuck the toes, pushing back, down dog. Beautiful, adjust if you need. Really roll, elbows back. Beautiful, we lift on up through the left leg here. Left knee to nose. Inhale, lifting on up. And then exhale, step it on through. Beautiful, inhale, lifting on up, crescent lunge. Beautiful, little tuck of the tailbone if that feels good. It might almost feel imperceptible here, that little tuck of the tailbone. Let's take another breath or two in here. Beautiful, exhale, hands coming on down to the mat, stepping it forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, we lift on up. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, right leg. Right knee. And lift. Beautiful. One more breath in here. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping it back. You've got an option here. You can come full length on your toes or stay with your knees, high to low plank. Bending the elbows, make sure we're not just dropping the hips here. Keep the hips in line. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Take your pick here. Exhale, back through to down dog. Super strong and stable. Nice work. Inhale, right leg. Bringing knee to nose. Lift it back up. Bring that knee towards the outside of your right elbow. Beautiful. Inhale, lift it back up. Super strong core here. Exhale, knee to nose. Stepping it on through. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up. Crescent lunge. Wobbles welcome. That's it, shoulders down away from the ears here. Take another breath here. Exhale, hands coming on down to the mat, stepping it forward, taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift, hands to heart center. Beautiful, inhale, let's lift on up and exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold, plant the hands, stepping back, left leg, left knee, inhale. That's it. Nice work, hands coming on down and stepping on back. Beautiful, you've got an option here, high to low, knees or no knees, bending the elbows. Inhale, up dog or cobra. That's it. Exhale, back through to down dog. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up, left leg. Bringing knee to nose, hover. Inhale to lift. Exhale, knee to the outside. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bring that knee through, stepping it on through. Towards your thumb. Inhale, lifting on up, crescent lunge. That's it. Exhale, hands coming on down to the mat, stepping forward, taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift, hands to heart center. Take a little moment here, we've got one more round of our flow. Inhale to lift and fold. Inhale, half lift, release, step it back. This time we're going to come into a twist. Instead of dropping that bottom knee, we come into a twist. Keep that back knee lifted. Exhale, release it down, stepping it back, high to low plank. That's it. Inhale and exhale. That's it. Inhale, our right leg lifts up. That's it. Bringing knee to nose. Bring it to the outside, lift it on up and lift it back through. So a little circle there. Exhale, knee to nose. Keep the hips lifted and step it through. Lifting on up, crescent lunge. Adjust that front foot if you need. That's it. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Adjust your feet slightly again if you need. Sinking into that front leg. Beautiful. Flip that front palm. Reverse our warrior. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Super simple flow. Reaching forward and elbow to knee. Side angle. That's it. Keep the shoulders away from the ears here. Turn the body to the side. That's it. Core is on here. Inhale. Let's lift on up. Reverse. Keep that bend in the front knee. Coming on back to center. Windmill all the way around to the front. And step it forward. Taking a halfway lift. And fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. Second side here. That's it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, left leg. That's it. Inhale, take that twist. That's it. Exhale, release the hands, stepping it back, high to low. Inhale. That's it. Exhale, back through to down dog. That's it. Setting up your foundation here. Strong core. Inhale, we lift up. Left leg. Exhale. Bring it to the elbow and back up. Exhale, bringing knee to nose. Step it on through. Lifting on up, crescent lunge. That's it. Nice work. Awesome. Take a moment here and open on out, warrior two. Sinking down into that front knee. Reverse. Coming back to center, reaching forward. We take our side angle. Beautiful. Open out to the side, shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. One more breath here. Inhale, let's rise. Flip, reverse. Keep that bend in the front knee. Working strongly. Windmill it all the way around. And stepping it forward. Taking a halfway lift. And fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Take a couple of breaths here if you need. A sip of water might feel good as well. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting on up. And exhale to fold. Beautiful. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back to down dog. Beautiful. From our down dog here, lifting on up our right leg. Bend the knee, open through the hip. You've got an option. You can either stay here, or if you would like, you can drop your left knee down to the floor and coming on into our modified wild thing. If you're going all the way with me, lift up and over and pop it into your wild thing, reaching out over the top. If you're coming into your modified version, bottom knee on the floor and just open out here. Take another breath or two here. And wherever you are, bring it back around, bring that right hand back down to the mat, back to down dog. That's it. From here, lifting that right leg back up again, open the knee, open the hip, yawn it open, keep the shoulders level, and we bring our knee to our wrist, ankle towards the opposite wrist for our pigeon pose. It has been a little while since I've done this in class actually. So we're going to fold, well, a couple of options. You've got an option to stay right here if this feels like enough of a stretch. If you want a little bit more, you can bring your elbows down towards the floor, or you can even reach your forehead down towards the floor, which I'm not going to go there because that's feeling like a bit too much for me today. So staying here, taking a little stretch through your right glute. Now, if you feel like a little bit of support would be beneficial, if you've got a block or a cushion or something nearby, you can just pop that underneath your hip. Like so. It just gives you a little bit of support there. Option only. Taking a few more deep breaths here. And slowly starting to come back up, removing any cushions or blocks if you've got them there, and slowly pushing back up to our down dog. So tucking the back toes under and lifting on up. Settling back into your down dog for a moment, let the body settle. We're going to come on to the other side, so lifting up our left leg here. So left leg is going to lift on up. Bend the knee, open through the hip. You've got an option to drop your bottom knee down towards the floor if you want to go the modified version. Otherwise, lifting on up, flipping it open, wild thing. Beautiful. One more breath in here and flipping it on back over, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift that leg up. Bend the knee, open through the hip here. Shoulders stay level, and then bring that knee to the wrist, ankle to the opposite wrist, and take that fold forward, so if you're going there. Beautiful. Taking one more breath here. And out. Beautiful. Coming on back up. Beautiful. Pushing onto the hands. And then from here, bring it all the way back to our down dog. Beautiful. From here, lower on down to the front of your body. And we're going to take a little Sphinx pose as we start to settle here. So Let's go. Little Sphinx back bend slash opening through the front of the body. So just bringing the elbows underneath your shoulders, hands point straight out in front like goalposts. Keeping those shoulders down away from the ears. We keep everything opening to the front. Beautiful. If you want a little bit more here, you've got an option to press the hands into the floor. So if this feels like enough, stay here. If you want a little bit more, pressing the hands into the floor, slowly start to straighten the elbows slightly, just to deepen that stretch through the front of the body. If it feels like your back is feeling a bit constricted there, come on back down to the elbows though. Beautiful. From here we release on back down to the mat, bringing the forehead to the hands and let the back settle a moment here. And then from here we're simply going to roll on over to our back and come into, we'll start to move towards our Shavasana. Rolling on over, adjusting yourself so you're still on your mat. Take a little windscreen wiper of the knees. You've got an option just to come straight into your Shavasana, or if you feel it's more appropriate, feel free to drop the knees to one side and come into a supine twist. You come into your supine twist, coming across to the other side. Big deep breaths in here, coming on back to center and releasing your body into our final pose, Shavasana. So if it feels appropriate, if your low back might be feeling a little sore at all today, feel free to keep your feet on the floor and let your knees knock in towards center a little bit. Otherwise, if it feels okay, you can stretch your legs out nice and long. Bring the palms to face up. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. If you've got the time, you may choose to rest here a little bit longer. Otherwise, if you do need to move on with your day, bring a little bit of movement back into the fingers and toes. And then rolling over to your preferred side. Then coming on up to a comfortable seat. Whatever that might look like for you. Once you arrive in your seat, bring the hands to the heart center. Bowing the head in gratitude to those who've shared the space with us this morning. Thank you for joining me this morning, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you have on. Any comments or questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys next week.